because I want to be out of Portland. I want to be somewhere really sunny. But then I'm also like, Abby, you... Like, the more I think about it, it's so exciting, but I'm also like, I have no idea where I'm going to be. I have no idea what to do about it. Like, you could end up anywhere.
Look at her. Like, out of breath because I ran up the stairs. I am having my final and third lesson on the Cessna 206 today, so I'm finishing up my high performance rating. I'm trying to get it done before the moving stuff gets even crazier, or before I don't have a house or like a bed to go back in. I'm already having a mental breakdown because I'm just living somewhere different like every night. I'm like sleeping somewhere different almost every night. My stuff is divided in all areas of the house, but I also don't really own anything to my name. Like, I own like 7 boxes of stuff, and 2 of those boxes are actually just clothes. Tell we're moving because of that. Becca and I have a whole room in these boxes. Those are my clothes. Our clothes are all here, and everything is in these boxes. And it's just the whole house looks like this. The whole entire house. The biggest thing I own is actually this computer that you're propped up on, and my guitar, my Ibanez 370 CE, which was like $120 that I bought. That's like most of what I own physically to my name, other than stocks and portfolio investment, which we're not going to talk about. But I'm currently in my younger sibling's room. Before that I was on a mattress on the floor. Before that I was just on the couch. So I'm stressed, but more than being stressed, I'm trying just to be excited about all of it. I think I'm going to go to the gym. I'm so stressed. I'm so stressed. It's not a good look. There's like so much going on in my head. There's so many thoughts going on in my head. I mean, it is really exciting. I think it's just stressful because, like a lot of change or big changes in life, you don't anticipate any of it. We got back from Costa Rica, which was 10 days, right? Merely numai 10 zi. And we get back, and my dad was saying that he didn't have a job anymore, but he got a new job offer and that they're moving to Atlanta. I also applied to Dallas, Texas and Brazil. Like, I don't know where I'm gonna be this time next year. And we're texting back the people at the apartment, and I haven't told her yet that Puerto Rico called me about potentially getting the job, and I'll find out in a couple days. But hopefully it's somewhere warmer. I have no idea where I'm going or when this video will be uploaded, or if this video ever will be uploaded. But it depends. I keep saying that over and over these past couple weeks, but it depends. Just, it be depending. So dependam. I don't even know where my computer is right now that I think about it. Shoot. And I need my computer to do taxes. Anyway, I gotta get to the airport. Do I have a problem, or do you have a problem with me having a problem? Hazelnut latte, half sweet oat milk with soft top, which probably doesn't make it vegan or dairy free. But at this point, I figure if World War III is starting and we're still in a global pandemic, and I've lived through like the second, third economic crisis of my life, I might as well enjoy it, because I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be here. Bruh. Cheers. I actually got this for Alejandra because she's coming flying with me after she worked the AM shift this morning. Like, both of us are trying to actually lessen our caffeine intake, which I'm really proud about. I think that's really attractive and sexy and hot and cute of us. It is kind of a special, cute part of life to be able to be working at the same job. It's just really crazy to work with your friends at the same job in any area of your life, but I feel like in your 20s specifically, it's like kind of like the dream. Like, you know, I think 12-year-old me, 10-year-old me would be super scared of me right now, and I feel like that's one of the biggest indicators of success to me. About a week later, this is when we got approved for the apartment. I was at work in the bag room when I heard the news, so I was really excited. Lighting? Oh, here. I move into somewhere I haven't even seen. Girl, it's pretty.
You live in a mattress.
I'm not gonna put that in the video. That's disrespectful. All this space where guess who's not gonna be dancing in the bathroom and hitting her elbow and stuff on the toilet anymore?
Would it be possible to get the keys on Sunday?
That's why I guess somebody.
I never did, but I went to.
No, I did.
Oh.
Space. Okay, it's very like Romani of me, but I feel like even that could be a bed up there. There's honestly a lot of space, but I don't know how strong it is, but that could actually be a loft if you think about it.
We're not in New York. We do keys. There you go.
Could though, you could do a pet bed. You could do a pet bed. You could.
How's your pet gonna get up there? Huh?
You would build like a ladder, or you would just like throw it up every day. I'll throw you up every day. We should do let's do the thing.
Which thing?
The chest bump. Let's go.
Look at the ceilings.
Does that mean we made it?
We made it.
Look, Mama, we made it. But they're actually really nice too.
And they're big, so we can do
And they're
one
big.
big load.
I think my mom would be really proud. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you love it?
I do love it. I told you where it was.
I think my favorite thing about it though is that it's a higher level too, so we actually have a view and the lighting. And the third thing, I really like the ceilings.
Yeah.
But I love it. You ready to go get food? Yeah. Celebrate with some food cards?
Once you finish, I'll go outside.
Fine, you're hungry. This has a lot of flavor though. Tomka is like a little bit more sour. So it's like sour and spicy. And then sweet and sour soup is really good too. I think that's Chinese. I haven't had that since I was like 10. I don't really have Chinese often. Anyways, so there's a lot going on, so I'm just gonna talk about it over soup and hello.
I just need cold because it's itching.
Oh yeah. I'm getting ready for Nashville for the aviation conference, so we have to do resumes and outfits, and then we saw the apartment, and then we've been working a lot, and then we're also just like in between how, like, I don't know, like I was calling it halfway homeless, but we're not. Like we have safe places to go to, and I'm still living at home, but I'm just like on a mattress on the floor. So there's a lot going on. It's exciting, I think, now because it's actually working out, to be honest. Because before it was like exciting, but it's just disappointing because you apply to jobs and nothing gets back to you. I also interviewed at a job. It might potentially be my first pilot job. And I got a job in Puerto Rico, but it wasn't a pilot job. It was a job to transfer with the airline I work for, just on the ramp. And I denied it because the day before we had signed the lease for this new apartment. And I still don't know if I made the right decision. But so much has happened even today. We worked today, and then this was an outfit in my car and I changed in it. It's crazy because it's all happened in the same month.
Yo, I'm so tired. I shouldn't hug that. I'm disgusting, like, because exhaust fumes from the planes. I wanted to leave Portland. I had a job offer to work the ramp, not as a pilot, unfortunately, but to work the ramp in Puerto Rico. And I said no to the job because so much has gone on in the past week. Like, oh my gosh, I haven't even thought about it. So now is a good time while I do this.
I still don't know if I made the right decision. Jag nu I think I did, because just the timing, the way it happened. But then I think about spending another winter in Portland. It's like I'm moving out with one of my best friends and my sister, and then my parents are moving out of the state, and then I'm also getting my pilot job.
Alejandra and I are going back to my place where she's going to spend the night because we don't move in for another 2-ish weeks. We're going to Nashville tomorrow night as well, so we're finishing this long work week.
And there's so much happening all at once, it's hard to even... It could be the waking up at 3:50 a.m. for work, or it could be that I'm like half kneeling, half squatting to get this angle. I don't know. I don't know if I made the right decision. I don't know if I'll ever know, because that's the reality of life. And I wanted to share that because I think that I would say sometimes I just don't be knowing, and I just go and make a decision, because you gotta make a decision, you gotta do something. But I really don't know if that was the right decision, because on days like today, I'm thinking of Puerto Rico, and I'm like, man, what if you were going to Puerto Rico? Like, what would that be like? What would have happened? And I don't know. I can't say.
Take number 1. Ready for take number 2?
You know what we look like? We look like lizards under the heat lamp. Have you seen them?
Yeah.
That's actually what we look like.
You know what I hate? I hate that in a break room at work, I eat like this.
Like you're
Like I'm in a prison.
Your food.
And then people always touch my back, and I like freak out. But when you think about it, that's like a dog. You're not supposed to touch a dog's back when you're eating, because they'll bite you. And that's what people do in the break room. And I'm like, dude, this is my first meal in like 4.5 hours after loading Atlanta. Get off my back. Literally get off my back. Things get better when things get harder. When things get uncomfortable, like me trying to speak this English sentence, which is my first language, believe it or not.
What? You're not supposed to not yawn, because I work.
I can be a fighter if the moon is right in that season. You feel me? Sometimes I do be waking up and choosing violence.
Do you know how much I'm gonna have to edit this video? That's like what we are, though.
We are. I'm a little gecko.
Don't look at that, please. That dog, por favor. No itach.
But then today was super sunny, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited to move into the apartment.
I have this sugar mama. She buys me boba teas.
Great. Genevieve's gonna see this and be like, okay, Where were you? She's gonna be mad. Because she loves boba. You're gonna get me in trouble with my side hose.
This is a trade.
Do some landings and takeoffs, which will be smooth, they will be perfect, they will be buttery, they will be buttery. Do you hear me? Ascoltami per me. Sorry, I don't mean to be aggressive. Can both be geckos? What color are you?
The blue one.
Okay, good. Because I want to be like the orange and yellow. It's like we're playing mermaids. Where are my notes? Did I not put my notes in here? Come on, child. I be writing these little things at work. In the break room with both my earbuds in, and my coworkers are loud, but I think I just study better in chaos. I study very good in PDX Airport, I've noticed that. And then in Spanish, I would just say, no sé. I don't know. I don't be knowing. I be knowing some things, but lately I don't be knowing. I'm kind of just going with the flow and living in the moment, which is kind of countercultural for me because I always think about the future. But for me now, I have no idea what the future looks like. I have no actual idea if I'm going to go with my parents to Atlanta. I don't know. So it's kind of been healthy for me in a way because I've been living in the moment. Day to day, I'm just like, okay, make sure you have your work clothes clean, make sure you have somewhere-ish to sleep tonight, whether that's the floor on a pile of blankets, like no matter where that is. And I've been living day to day and moment by moment more, and that's actually been really good for my mental health. I always be in the future, so that's been really interesting. My dream was to have Spotify Premium and to move out of my parents' place. So I did the second one. I'm still working on the first one. Yeah, I mean, Spotify Premium, it's like what, $5